Premier League is back. Liverpool have lost a home game in the Premier League for the first time in over 400 days, which is when I heard that, I thought, wow, I could never imagine Sheffield Wednesday going 400 days without losing the game at home. And Man United, good. Arsenal are going to bore their way to the Premier League title, I think, by the looks of this. I mean, it's changed. Five games ago, I thought Liverpool had it done and dusted. Anyway, I am joined by my former boss, now current co-host, Ben Ballantyne. All right, Ben?
I'm good, thank you.
Been to Levi's?
Yes, mate.
Bit of designer outlet.
Nah, me brother-in-law works there, so I get a lot of cheap stuff, mate. I'm too old to care what's on it. You're a cheap body, mate.
It's just weird not seeing a whole tiger just roaring.
Oh, I know, mate. It's all in wash.
Roaring that much. And I'm also joined by my very good friend Joe, who's not a very happy person today.
No, happy to be back on the pod.
Yeah.
Human inside.
Yeah. If people can't see, there's just steam coming off Joe, I think, still.
Should have seen me. I went to tipping car earlier. All windows just steamed up. I got in. It's just pure rage. Just sat in there. And that would be fort game.
Just launching each individual thing into tip just to get your frustration out.
I did it before game as well. I was already fuming.
Oh, no.
Did you have that feeling in your stomach like this morning, like, oh, I hate this fixture? You just wanted it out of the way, or
do you know what? No.
Do
you know what I had? Here we fucking go again.
Right.
And it's been similar all season. It's same sort of stuff. Don't really look like a cohesive team. Just kind of plod along.
Conceded 2 again.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into it. You saw the lineups. What did you make of Liverpool's lineup when you first saw that?
Again, I said it to Ben just in the in the lobby, as it were. It feels like Slot's looked at what everyone's saying, going, "Oh yeah, it's Verts playing bad. That's why they're losing." And so he's gone, "Oh, I'll bench him then," and then we don't get any better. And we bring him on and we look better. It's
Verts might not have had a goal or assist yet, but I don't think he's played bad. I think he's
played bad at all.
I think his positioning in the games I've been very impressed with.
First 2 or 3 games, he gave the ball away a lot because he's getting up to speed with sort of the Premier League, but he's still getting into pockets. He's making stuff happen, and then when we take him out, we look terrible. And for some reason, Jones has come on like pretty much every game at season and looked fantastic for us, but we won't start him, and it baffles the life out of me. I don't get it.
Who did he play in Verts' position today? So Bosley, right?
Which I don't know if he wanted to go for a more combative kind of midfield. Don't really know why we'd need that when their midfield's Casemiro and Bruno.
Yeah, you might want Casemiro to chase Verts a bit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that would have been ideal, wouldn't it?
Get him sent off.
Well, he gets himself sent off.
Well, it looks like Amarim's learned, I think. As soon as he got a yellow card, he went, right, get off the pitch. Yeah. So maybe Amarim's actually learning after all.
I scored in the first minute?
2.
He scored that early, I didn't even see it. I thought, right, I'll flick it on. About 5 minutes in, I'm not going to miss all. Oh, they're 1-0 down. And a part of me thought, this is going to make a really good game now, because it means Liverpool will have to fly at Man United, and Man United can't just sit back, because it's just not in their DNA to do that under Amarim. They're always wide open. What do you think of the goal, Ben, and Bremo's goal? He's become a bit of a talisman there now, hasn't he? Him and Bruno seem to be.
Yeah. I thought he took it well. I thought he was very smart as well, because of his positioning when Van Dijk was running back. I think he took up a great position, because as soon as that through ball went, he was just blindside of him. So they didn't see the run. And he took it well, because, I've seen Mohamed Ashley's had a bit of flack, like they reckon he could have done better. The only thing he can do is tear ass out a goal and make himself as big as he can, and Burmo just took it well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, however, I must say, I am shocked that they didn't stop it.
What do you mean?
Because Van Dijk elbowed his own player in the head, didn't he? Yeah. And, usually it would be stopped when a head injury. Apparently, Michael Oliver didn't notice it was a head injury, and that's why it wasn't stopped, according to what it was said on the commentary. But
There's only
think
50 There's only 50 cameras in stadium, right?
He also
and
looked directly at the incident and saw McAllister on the floor with his hands on his head, screaming in pain,
But
and then she was like, "Oh yeah, just play."
however, we
You've
have to
answered-
say
you've
they
answered
make.
my
Sorry, I was just going to
you've-
say we have to give them a bit of leeway on the basis that like players just go down, and this is a little bit of the downfall of it, isn't it? They go down like soft as
Yeah.
shit for every single thing. It is difficult for referees to know whether someone's hurt their head or not. You know, like so. You've got to give them that as well because as players milk absolutely everything, don't they?
Yeah, well, you got
And then
to.
and then when they are hurt, you don't really know whether they are or they aren't.
Well, you've answered my question. So, I didn't know why McAllister had that helmet on, but I know now. But I know now. 'Cause like I said, I missed all this.
Just fashion, mate.
Go for the old Peter Cech, old Miguel Oliveira.
Yeah, Michael Oliver decided that head injuries aren't worth stopping play, so they carried on. And then apparently VAR can't get involved because it's not a free kick.
Yeah.
Well,
so because he's made a clear and obvious error, but
Right.
it wasn't their player who did it to our player, they can't get involved. Even though, surely, if he's not followed the rules, made a clear and obvious error, then surely they can get involved. What the fuck's VAR there for?
What if
that's the whole point of it.
I mean, what if like, I mean, thankfully it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But what if he was concussed though, and you've carried on play, and you could have like really injured this lad, and then a few extra seconds being concussed is probably going to cost. You know what I mean? It's not going to kill him, but
yeah,
it's not good though, is it?
I think for me, as much as it's a talking point and it's frustrating as a Liverpool fan, I think I would have if it happened to my club, let's say, I'd have been more fuming if they would have passed it to a striker that was in Van Dijk's space because Van Dijk wasn't back. The thing is, and Burmo had to get up off the floor and ran past Van Dijk. Liverpool had plenty of opportunity to deal with it and just didn't. In my opinion, Van Dijk was too busy trying to tell everyone else what to do in defence. He was panicking, it looked to me like he was pointing to, I think it was Cunha, saying, Kanate, get to him. As he's doing that, and Burma's gone blindside of him and run in. And if you watch it, Van Dijk doesn't look like he's in his full stride. And then before you know it, he's already behind him, and Kanate's tear-assing across goal to try and get there. I thought it was pretty poor all round, really. Because they should have just faced it up. But maybe it's just a case of that they're too busy trying to also tell the referee that it's an head injury. And it all just happened so quickly.
Yeah, okay. We'll put a pin in that because we'll talk about Liverpool's squad after we've gone through the goal. Akpo hit the post, Joe. It was a great move, that, as well.
Which time?
The first
Hit it
one,
3 times.
The first one when he really smashed it.
What was it? Was it 3 or 4 today?
He hit it 3.
Yeah. And then it's
I mean, I was that fuming after their second. I left the room and went and threw some darts. So.
So he missed his sitter?
Yeah, I missed that. That
was a Darren Bent for Tottenham. That when Harry Redknapp.
I was already fuming enough, so I'm glad I missed that.
Yeah, when Harry Redknapp said McGran could have scored that or something like that. You remember?
I saw Slot said after the game something like, if we were 3-0 up, he probably scores that. I'm glad I missed it because that would have probably sent me over edge even more.
It was a great goal, Liverpool's goal.
Yeah,
but you probably don't want to talk about it. It all means nothing now. But
made by Wirtz. He were one who instrumentally got the pass before the assist, opened up that space.
Yeah. Well, you don't see that. People don't see that. Can we just sort of by the way, the 007 thing on Twitter is the most unfunny thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I think it was funny the first time we saw it about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And now it's just
it's like you've clearly never played football. Like, you don't have to stats like the goals and assist stats, right? They are important, but they're not everything. Yeah. Especially for a midfielder. I thought when Liverpool brought on Etike, did he just choose not to start him today to start Isak over him? It wasn't an injury or nothing like that.
No, all the team today were pretty much fit. Obviously, Alisson's out.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, everyone's.
I don't get it.
Had a knock. That was it.
I don't get it because Etike, he's settled though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Like Etitike is already settled in that Liverpool team.
good
That
pre-season.
You've been playing with him. People know how it works. People linking up well off him. I know Isak's a very good striker, and I know he's worth a lot of money. But especially today, why of all days do you choose not to use him? Because it doesn't matter how bad Man United are or can be. In a derby, you can never write them off, and it doesn't matter if that's against Man United. Any of the big teams, I always think Man United look all right.
Well, they always look better because they play on the counter and get more opportunities that way.
Yeah.
But we had Etitike. I mean, I was so impressed with him when he first came in. Like, not just like his goal scoring, but just how strong he was up top. And
he's quick, strong, tall. He's got all attributes you want.
He could hold it. He could hold the ball up well. He got in the face defenders. He was up for the fight.
He's rapid. He can run in behind. He can just do everything to you.
His attributes, but I don't think Isak's got. I don't think Isak's got that in him. Like the whole like holding the ball up and waiting for players to come and join up and stuff. Like, Isak's a really good finisher, and I think there's a lot of Liverpool fans who probably agree, but they're probably a bit pissed off that Etitike didn't start today, because at the end of the day, I think a lot of Liverpool fans do think the way Isak like conducted himself over the summer was a bit shit, and I don't think he's earned his place to be in that Liverpool team. And Etitike, he scored 5 goals for Liverpool?
Yeah. Well, every day at week he should be starting for us. He's the one who's settled. He's the one who's scoring. He's the one who can bring people into play. I get why we're playing Isak, to give him that confidence and get him into proper form. We could do that. We could play them both.
Yeah.
We should just drop Salah. He's not playing well.
No.
Why do we keep playing him? But it just seems to be he gets 80, 90 minutes every single game, even when he does nothing. Then you look at Chiesa on bench, comes on for 15 minutes, makes a goal. Yeah. And he's done that every game he's come on. He's looked lively. Salah at the minute just looks a little devoid of confidence. I don't know if it's that thing where we need to hook him out and give him a bit of a wake-up call to say, you're not going to be starting every game if you're not performing, because it's not even like he's not getting goals or assists and he's been unlucky. Like he had about
shooting, is he?
But he had 15 working days to score today. He was 4 yards out. All he had to do was shoot on target and he's got a goal, and he hits it wide. Unbelievable.
Liverpool's new structure doesn't quite suit Salah's strengths, does it? Because before you've always played with like Etitike, probably a little bit more suits him because he'll drop into pockets, and you've played a bit of a false 9 for so long, leaving so much space in behind. But then again, I'm not even sure this season that would help him, because I think overnight Salah's lost about 3 yards of pace. He does not look as quick or as sharp, and I know it does happen. He's not a bad player, is he? Let's be honest, but he's not the best like technical footballer, is he? His link-up play's never been that great, but at the minute, he doesn't look like he's offering much to Liverpool.
Go on, sorry.
I was going to say, do you think he might be more suited coming off the bench now, Salah? In his later career, I know he's still super fit, but he might be better off bringing him on at 75 minutes and
possibly
fresh legs.
He must be void of confidence, because when does Salah not score that chance?
But easier, and it'll go to first defender, or keeper will trickle into keeper's arms or something, and then there's just a lot of lack of chemistry.
I thought Liverpool's crossing today until Frimpong came on. Funny enough, was poor. I think it was all poor. Liverpool's crossing today.
Yeah, we don't have people who can cross ball, and the one person on the pitch who can cross a ball never gets the ball in those positions. That's Kirkes.
Yeah.
And then he gets scapegoated for saying he's having a crap game and his crap is this, and this. He didn't even play bad. Both goals didn't come from him. Both goals came from a set piece and a defensive lapse. Like, he's not. Everybody's got this agenda against him at the minute. And that's pundits, Liverpool fans, everyone. And I called an account out on Twitter today for it. So just ploughing this shite agenda.
Yeah.
And how is a player ever going to get more confident when he's getting absolutely slated every single week when he's not even doing that bad?
21 years old, isn't he?
Yeah, Bradley's had a far worse season, in my opinion, but he doesn't seem to get half as much flack.
I think that's why not because of Kirkes, but to shore up the back line, because the amount of goals Liverpool are conceding. I would look to bring Robertson in just because it's Robertson, Kanate, Van Dijk, and then you're looking after Bradley. I think at the minute like Van Dijk is so worried about what everybody else is doing. It's hampering his own game because he's trying to organise everything now. Like we said last week, or the week before. Sorry, I think that Liverpool defence has been in sync for about 8 years, hasn't it? You know, of like everybody probably could tell you what they're doing in the sleep. But it doesn't help that Gakpo doesn't really. He stays wide too much in the count when you're attacking. So if he inverted a bit more, then Kirkes could push up and do what his strength is and get his crosses in box. But there's no space for him, is there? He goes forward and all he can do is pass it to winger's feet and get it back, and then we have to just go back inside. There's no space in front of him.
But even when the overlap does happen, Gakpo passes it inside and into a midfield. There's just nothing. There's not much there. I like Kirkes, and I think he's got to be our starter anyway. Whatever anyone says, he nullified Madueke, who's apparently had this phenomenal season and beats every man. Didn't have a look in realistically against him, and he has got that in his locker. Obviously, he's going to be a bit panicky. He's a 21-year-old come to a big club, and they're in a rocky patch. But he definitely wasn't the reason we lost today.
No, I don't think a fullback's ever the reason you lose a game of football. To be honest,
No.
like just for the position to play in. You know?
Yeah.
Do you think? I know Liverpool spent a lot of money this summer, and and they won the league last season, and everyone had him. A lot of people had him favourites to win the title. Do you think the slot knew this was going to be more of a transitional season than what the average person thought, or do you think it really is?
I just don't think it's as easy as what people think. Like what Pep Guardiola does with all that money and has all of them really good players and kicks them all up the arse and gets them going every single year and keeps that hunger going is it's not as easy as you think. You know, we said it before, we're not playing Football Manager. You can't just sign loads of players for loads of dosh and your team's really good. You know, like it's difficult. You're managing a lot of big egos, and Liverpool have had a big change this year. And the biggest, and not so much just because they've had a big change, it's the amount of time they haven't had such a dramatic change in the team. It's always going to be difficult because you're just disrupting that dressing room environment, everything, isn't it? That they're so used to of having. What's it been? It's been almost 10 years of not much of that core being together. And
I think the difference is when Klopp were doing it, he were doing it gradually. So it'd be a player out, player in kind of thing.
Yeah.
If we needed it. So like as midfield, it'd always be sort of one in, one out, one in, one out. That's why McAllister and Szoboszlai came in back-to-back summers. It weren't the same summer. And then you're upsetting that midfield in such a way. And then obviously we've sort of nuked it. And yeah, it's going to be a transitional time. But why aren't we playing the new? If we want it to be transitional, we should be playing the players that we brought in
their positions.
Yeah, not just going. Oh well, Frimpong had a rough time for 30 minutes. Let's play.
Yeah,
Szoboszlai right
Turkey
back.
in Turkey in that stupid Champions League, which that group stage for me is horrendous. It's a joke. None of the big teams will ever get relegated at all. Kicked out, eliminated in that first round. They'll all at least make the playoff round. So to slam Frimpong because he had a poor game in bloody Turkey and then not start him again. I think that's poor. But he came on today. I thought he was good. I thought he was only on the pitch for like 5-10 minutes, but today he put in 2 really good crosses. I mean, you didn't see it, Jokes. You were throwing darts.
But I whiffed 4 180s, so it weren't a terrible.
But he was. I thought he was really positive, Frimpong, when he came on, and just give it that bit of energy down that right hand side. Salah's not been doing it the whole game, sort of. I mean, like you said, Conor Bradley's. Well, unfortunately, I know he's a Scouser, but
he's not.
Is he not?
No, he's from Northern
Ireland.
Oh, well, bin him off there.
He's not one of our own. We'll get. He's
fantastic for Northern Ireland, but he's dog shit for us at the minute. I don't get it.
Again, it's quite easier, isn't it, to come in as a young kid, get your first chance when you're playing in a fluid Liverpool side where everything's practically running itself. You can carry a right back and they'll do a good job.
Yeah.
When it's not going for you, everybody gets found out, don't they? No matter what position you're playing. And I'm
Well,
I'm not
suddenly people don't want the ball anymore, do they? You know what I mean? When it's going badly, people are getting rid of the ball. No one wants it. No one's asking for it and stuff. You see
Yeah.
that a lot.
But you need your stars like Salah to pick
Yeah.
it up and grab the game by the scruff of the neck and do something. And
Yeah.
it was Gakpo, wasn't it, who was doing everything other than, well, he was just hitting post a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
hammering
but
woodwork.
you know, he was the one who was at least, in my opinion, giving it a good go until the subs came on. I thought Wirtz did very well and Chiesa. They
Yeah,
brought that much needed spark.
TK, as soon as he came on, he was running at him, and he had two good shots, but just went really close past the post, and you're like thinking.
But you look at that Man United team, and this is the Liverpool players should be the wingers should be having a fucking field day because you're playing against Dalot, who's playing at left back, and I think he's bang average at right back, let alone left back, and Ahmad, who can't defend.
No,
you have got to. The wingers have to pin them back as far as possible.
Yeah,
and keep getting at them. And I think it looked to me today like they made their lives easy for them, Liverpool, for those players.
Yep.
Well, we'll see what happens in the summer with Liverpool. But I mean, do you think they'll be? Well, I know it's 4 games in a row, and you can be a bit overreaction. But do you think Slot gets as much time as Klopp?
No, I don't think as much time.
Well, Klopp had bad seasons as well, didn't he? People forget this.
Yeah,
they weren't always perfect under Klopp.
But did I read this is the first time in 10 years Liverpool have lost 4 on the bounce?
Yeah, last time with Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. Before Klopp. Yeah.
Look, it's not a crisis. Liverpool will be fine.
The thing is with Klopp's teams, what people don't really think about it, their midfield weren't great. It was just really, really hard working, weren't it? Win the ball back, and it was long ball. I mean, I'm not slanging long ball off at all. In them corners, you had Salah, Mane, Luis Diaz, bloody Fabinho. What's his name? What was his name? Fabinho, not Fabinho. He was a midfielder. Firmino. He used to drop back. He was fucking fantastic at it. You know, and it was direct football, and it was just pinning, like you said, Ben, just pinning teams back.
But Liverpool are playing everything in front of teams now.
Yeah.
And once they went 1-0 down, Man United were always just gonna have to dig in and sit deeper. And Liverpool, and I know a little bit of how the Man United tactic is. It is I say it's difficult. It should be difficult to run in behind them. However, many teams have found it quite easy. But today, I think Liverpool just played in front of them too much.
Well, we'll talk about Man United very quickly.
Well, we can't slag them off, can we? Because
it's weird, isn't it?
One thing I want to say today is
3 games left, mate. 3 games left. He's getting an haircut.
Who have they got next week?
Haircut's on.
Brighton next week.
Oh, that's it.
All right, so that guy Welbs will sort him out, won't he? No, I have to say that Man United, for the first time in a long time, regardless of what the result was, I felt that team looked together today in terms of they all fought for each other, and it looked a bit more of a team effort. However, I still don't think they were particularly brilliant.
They've got a very mobile front three, aren't they?
Yeah, I thought they were good in spells. I felt Cunha and Burmo both playing in that sort of false 9 role, and they're both dropping in and out and swapping with each other. I thought worked well for him. That looked really good. I thought Mason Mount had quite a good game. He worked his socks off.
Yeah.
I still worry about the midfield. If you actually make that midfield run, which Liverpool didn't today, you'll always hurt Man United because they can't.
It's one of them things, isn't it? Having no European football, it happens, doesn't it, quite a lot? It's never you finish 8 for something. You always seem to do better, aren't they?
And it also helps when you've got a goalkeeper that can use his hands. That helps a little bit.
Two clean sheets in a row for him.
Well, they still think he's the next Schmeichel. I'm not quite sure about that, but I suppose when your goalie's not been using his hands for the first part of the season, I think anyone going in goal that can make a save looks
even David Hay didn't use his feet. I mean, didn't use his hands. He was all feet, wasn't he?
Yeah, but at least he could fucking use them and all. I'm not sure what Onana can use. He dives out at weight ball half the time.
Right, we'll leave that game alone now, Joe. Who will Liverpool next week?
Someone awful again, I think.
No, Champions League. Champions
Oh,
League.
Brentford.
Week,
We've got Brentford next week.
Oh, Monotone Keith.
Yeah.
Surely they're back
Surely.
on track. Surely they're back on track next week.
Are you going to grow your hair, Joe, until you win 5 in a row? Are you up for that? Is it getting that bad?
I look like I did when I was 16.
Those Davy Beers until you win 5 games in a row.
Yeah.
Just keep growing my beard out. I could do that.
Yeah. That'll get us some more followers. Get that on the
some
bloody
traction.
Twitter. Yeah,
It'd be like
Joe's that mad. He's
Kill Bill
not shaving
2.
his beard. Yeah, that's it. We want weekly updates.
I mean, I can do that. I'll like this. I'll still like this. It just won't change. Go on then, Ben. Did you watch it? Did you watch Arsenal Fulham?
I did.
Was it I
like-
didn't see any of it. Was it a professional job and got no
I
much
was like
talk about?
Churchill, mate. I was like this. So
Yeah.
trying to
Oh,
continue.
the dog, not the Prime Minister.
Yeah, the dog, not the Prime Minister. Yeah. I find it very, very difficult to watch Arsenal at the moment.
Yeah.
But they're getting the job done. They don't look like conceding goals.
No.
They're very, very solid. They're just grinding games out, and they know exactly what they're doing. This is on purpose. This is not
Oh yeah.
Arsenal
it's by
just not
design.
playing well.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's by design. What a player Calafiori is. Unbelievable.
Oh, it's my favourite.
Mate. Did you see that meme about him with
No.
Calafiori? It's just like these lads like warming up, and one of them's supposed to be Calafiori, and no matter where they look on the pitch, they're like, Calafiori's there. He's about to pass it down right wing, and Calafiori's like running past him. You pass it to me.
He's everywhere, isn't he?
He's one hell of a player. Which last year was bizarre because I was a little bit like, on paper, I thought, it's a good signing, but then when I was watching, I was like, I don't really get it.
But
Why didn't they buy him?
once Skelly got in the team, you didn't think he'd ever drop it, ever get. You never think you'd see California again, did you?
No.
And fair play to him.
Yeah,
He's obviously took being out of the team to heart and said, I'm being in the team next season.
Gyökeres is getting a lot of stick, and I honestly, if people watch the games, I feel sorry for him. Because that Arsenal team is not set up to give Gyökeres the ball at all.
Well, everyone just sees his stats for Sporting Lisbon and just basically go, he scored loads in Portugal. Like, he's only got 3 goals in England. It's like, yeah, but he's not.
The whole team in that Sporting Lisbon team was set up around him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he's just one cog in a massive machine now. Whereas at Sporting Lisbon, it was him, wasn't it?
Arsenal are just doing their thing. They've changed absolutely nothing in terms of how they feed the striker. And there's plenty of times where you're watching it thinking, go on, give him it.
Yeah.
Trossard takes 12
back.
more touches, gives it to, you might as well go all the way back to David Raya, and they'll just go, we'll tire out a bit more and keep ball.
Yeah, it's really hard to watch.
Yeah, but they're getting the job done, and by design, and I'm sure Arteta does not give too
I can imagine being an opposition player, but it is just draining as well. I bet it just saps your energy.
And Declan Rice has got absolutely everything.
Oh,
he's phenomenal, mate. He's such a good player. Just let's have him in the 8 for England and not in the 6.
We've got better players in the 6, realistically, now than we have before.
Whoa. We're not talking about international break right now.
Yeah, that's bloody back soon.
I'm just getting previewing, that's all. I'm looking forward to the last one. And now I'm looking forward to the next one.
I'm impressed with Arsenal's start to the season, but it's not enjoyable to watch.
Yeah. I mean, I predicted them to win the league at the start of the season, and my reasoning was they don't concede goals. And that seems to be paying off at the moment.
And when they do make a mistake, David Raya is just unbelievable, isn't he?
There's another team who scores a lot of goals, who's hot on their heels.
Bournemouth.
No, Erling Haaland is just not stopping this season at the moment. He is just he's back. He's on another level at the moment, and he says it. He's a new dad as well. He says it. It's ever since becoming a father. It's just ignited even more like hunger in him.
Like we needed more.
Like you need.
How old's his kid?
For about a year. So I reckon last year he was like
right. We'll give him 2 more years, and he won't be at a barn door because he'll be knackered and be like, "What did I say about these kids?"
That's when he'll be like, "Right, get nannies in.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have that option, do we?
I think the entire of Norway would look after his children. Because it looks like he's fighting them to the World Cup for the first time in forever and all or something as well. So
Yeah, he's a monster, isn't he?
Yeah.
I did have a feeling that Manchester City are going to do the big run
what they always seem to do, don't they?
Yeah.
10 game run.
where everyone's like, "Oh, they ain't got going yet," and then
Yeah.
Pep he's just phenomenal, and he'll get them going, and they've still got unbelievable players to come back from injury and start playing in that team.
Yeah, and that Reinders is settling in now, isn't he? And
Yeah,
it won't be long before you're looking at him like De Bruyne, just as important as he was for them. But I think he's got a bit more than De Bruyne in the sense that he's a bit better defensively.
oh yeah, he's a bit more well-rounded, isn't he?
I mean, De Bruyne is probably one of my favourite players of all time.
I don't think his passing
is as good.
Is quite as good, but I get what you mean. As an all-rounded player,
he's got that bit of extra. So if Rodri's not in the team, you've still got Reinders there who can actually dig in and do a bit of that job as well. And that Nico Gonzalez is looking better and better as well, isn't he? Like, he's getting a lot of plaudits now.
I think them two together complement each other a bit as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
it's sickening when you look at that squad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we've got an injury, we've got Rodri out, and then they just like look at like the three backups they've got. You're like, oh, they get into any Premier League team then.
Well, he's basically just said, hasn't he? He's basically just said, look, Rodri being out last season's crippled me. That's never going to happen again.
Yeah.
So, and it's not now, unless he has a really bad case of.
And Donnarumma's.
Yeah, and Donnarumma has made a massive difference, hasn't he? I don't think has he conceded the goal?
I don't know. Yeah, one, I think.
Oh yeah, one against Arsenal, isn't it? Martinelli. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've the thing about Donnarumma is it isn't necessarily what he's doing. He just oozes that sort of like confidence, doesn't he, into your team, knowing you've got him behind you, and obviously he's very commanding in any of his area when it's a bit easy, and he doesn't really need to jump. He just walks out because he's that big and just
it. When I used to see it when Kieran Westwood played for Wednesday, he was just like when he was in goal, the back four was just a different back four. But as soon as you put anyone else behind him, it was like they were like shit. And it was just like what? Like, it's just crazy what a decent keeper behind him actually does.
Yeah.
And I know Liverpool's got a decent backup, but Alisson's been a stone. What's it? Stonewall? Is that the phrase? He's been there forever, and. And he's very good as well. And I think that's, and maybe Van Dijk's having a bit of a wobble about that as well. So, you don't know. Sam Allardyce famously said that goalkeeper's the second most important player on the pitch behind a striker. And I think he's right sometimes.
Well, sometimes. But yeah, on that one he is.
Yeah.
I remember going from Karius to Alisson, and it was a big shift.
Quick. It's instant as well, isn't it? It's not like... It's not as like a gradual thing. Like
as soon as they do that one thing that's settled, like one big save or like a bit of footwork.
It's normally a catch from a corner, isn't it? It's like a corner, and they just catch it, and you go, "Wow, that other one wasn't doing that." Bournemouth Palace had a thriller.
Oh, Jean-Philippe smashed in an hat trick.
Didn't he have a big? He came out with a big statement, didn't he, about the French national team, and it's something over the break.
I ain't seen this.
Yeah, he said
he deserves to start or something.
He said something, and then he had a hit out with Zaha, and then Zaha's hit out and stuff, and it's got a bit messy.
I think isn't the gist of it is like basically like ever since you've gone, Palace have been better or something. Which not really what a trophy, man.
Probably right.
100%.
But Wilfried Zaha, let's just quickly on him. He tried leaving Palace before. He went to Man United, it didn't really work out. Then he went to Cardiff, of all things. He wasn't even that good at Cardiff. He was only good at Palace. That's his level, Crystal Palace. I'm not saying he was shit. I'm not saying they were bad. But I think some of these players sometimes think they're better than they are.
Where is he now? In MLS?
No idea.
I think we're in Turkey, but I don't know if he's moved again. But
I think it's in MLS, but I can't remember.
Anyway, he's Bournemouth and Palace, finishing 3-3-all. I mean, I know Palace's unbeaten run was ended by Everton, but You watched that game, Ben, didn't you? And it was like, how have Palace lost this game of football to Everton?
Yeah.
And again, they just don't die, do they, these teams? Bournemouth and Palace, they seem to be very similar systems.
They're good to watch though as well, aren't they? I quite enjoy it when they're on. I like the style of football. However, Mateta should have won it. Did you see his miss at the end?
No, I did not. No.
Well, they ballooned it over bar, didn't
it? It was easy. It was the easiest one out of the lot.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he should have had 4 and he put it over. But Junior Krupi looks a player, doesn't he? Got a couple for Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, yeah.
Yeah, very good player. I like both teams. Look, Bournemouth are like 4th, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm just amazed what he's done with that back four. We were talking about Liverpool's back four earlier about it's settled.
Yeah.
And losing a few and changing personnel in your back line can make a big change. But we've said it. I think we say it every week. Yeah. He lost 4 of his back 5. This guy, and this is not affecting him at all. Phenomenal. And he also lost. I also saw, but he didn't win his first game for Bournemouth until his 10th game in charge.
Yeah.
A lot of managers we'll talk about one who got sacked would be gone by then, wouldn't they? Normally, you don't win your first 9 Premier League games,
especially not at their level either.
Yeah,
because it gets very panicky very quickly, doesn't it? When it's not going right. Because you're going to be in a relegation battle. It was a big call to sack
Gary O'Neill at the time, because Gary O'Neill did all right at Bournemouth, didn't he?
Yeah.
Then they sacked him, and then brought this guy in from Bill Barron. And to a lot of people, it was quite an unknown character. It was very similar to when Pochettino came in at Southampton. Everyone was like, well, you can't sack Nigel Atkins.
You've got to be a good manager, though, haven't you, to manage Bilbao?
Yeah.
Just because of their structure. It's just all Basque players. You're not, you're developing your own. You've got to, it's very different to other countries, isn't it? You can't just bring in your players.
You can't buy your way out of it.
Yeah. And
if you're struggling, you can buy it. You can only buy it from Sociedad.
Their training sessions must be phenomenal, though, to get all these players up to speed so quickly. Like, they must have the most regimented training that you've ever seen in your life, because there's no other explanation for how he gets the players to do exactly what he wants.
Yeah,
no matter what player.
Yeah.
It's mental.
I think they've got confidence, but they're not going to get relegated. So I think he puts that in his team. It's like, I think, and same for Palace now. You don't want to get relegated. You're too good.
Be brave, yeah. Have you muted Black?
We've lost Blair.
Can't hear you. We've lost him.
I am.
I am.
True.
Right, next team. Big Ange.
It was never going to work, was it?
No. Writing were on the wall before it had even been written. It's
we want to. I feel in a way I feel sorry for Ange, because
he's been absolutely thrown at Wolves, hasn't it?
Right, they were already in a bloody mess because of what were going on at the club, and then you just bring in a manager that plays a completely different style of football, and you don't have anybody in your squad that can play it.
You don't know who signed the players.
Well,
yeah, we do, but it's not. It wasn't the manager, was it?
No.
Nuno had a very, very distinct playing style, and it got into European. It got to European football for Nottingham Forest for the first time since the 80s. And the fact that you just insult him by going, I want to buy these type of players you don't want. I want to play this style of football, and sack him after 5 games. When he didn't even have a bad start to the season.
When they were saying it was about the players and they were buying players he didn't want, it definitely wasn't just the players. They were having a fucking battle about playing style, weren't they?
Yeah.
And they were buying in players saying, we want to play like this, and he were having none of it.
Oh, we've spoke about it before as well, keeping players who don't want to be there, and just like having this like weird control over the club is just, it's set up for set up for failure, isn't it?
I don't think I've heard
that. It still makes me laugh, that interview. Yes, Mr. Marinakis. Yes, I do want to be here's your picture of your wife and kids. I know he hasn't done that, but it's definitely what it felt like.
Well, you've not even seen Gibbs White's name mentioned, have you?
No.
You've not seen his name mentioned about having a good game or what. Like, he's clearly not bothered. He don't want to be there at all. He's there against his will at this point.
He could have had a couple, to be fair, this weekend. He had a couple of good chances. They played very well in first half, to be honest, and then just got
Yeah.
absolutely shell-shocked in second half.
Well, but Moses Caicedo one, that's what happens, doesn't it? You've been on a world-class
Well,
midfield.
They brought on
Well,
3 players, didn't they? And it just...
It's a few
Yeah.
times now, isn't it? Maresca's done that now. Well, yeah, and another one behind them as well, just in case.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
It's
but the rumor is, but he's going to get Sean Dyche in, which is just hilarious.
yeah.
Because Dyche
Going back
plays
to
a very similar style to football that Nuno are playing.
well, so they should have got in the first place if they were getting rid of Nuno.
Yeah, but
Who else do you want?
You can't sack Nuno and bring Dyche in for no reason.
No, well, it wasn't no reason, was it? They were having an argument. They clearly weren't getting on. They were
Yeah.
well. To be fair, if I was a manager of a football club and the owner was coming on the pitch, I would probably lose my job as well.
Yeah.
probably in a shorter frame of time.
Yeah, fuck that.
The fact
You know,
that
like
the fact
the
there's-
owner, yes, he pays the bills, but he's got no right to be walking on a football pitch,
no,
whether he owns it or not.
don't even
He's
go
got
in the,
nothing-
you shouldn't really go in the dressing room unless it's
No.
until
I won't
it's
be having
after,
it.
until it's after the game.
Won't be having any of that. No.
But you see him, but it's become like a character now, hasn't he? Like every game Forest have now, the camera's on him all the time
Yeah.
to see his reaction and stuff.
But he left early, didn't he?
Yeah, he left early to phone his lawyer, I imagine.
Well, he had to draft the press release.
Yeah. But you know, if they get, I think it's between Dyche and Mancini. Roberto Mancini or Sean Dyche is the front two at the moment.
Roberto Mancini or Sean Dyche.
Yeah.
Like fucking chalk and cheese, mate. He still doesn't know what he's doing then, does he?
No.
Well, but he might still put himself in charge yet, so we'll see.
If that rumour is true, Christ, please. Even if it's just for
That'll be-
one game.
Yeah.
Imagine what sideline.
Can you imagine though? Dyche ain't tolerating that bollocks, is he?
No.
He ain't having him
Apparently
walking on
the
pitch
reason
or
why
telling him what
Dyche-
to do.
Apparently the reason why Dyche hasn't signed, it's not progressing with Dyche yet, is because Dyche wants a long contract.
Of course it is.
Therefore, Dyche knows he's getting sacked in the summer, regardless what happens. So he wants a decent payout, and fair play to him. Because that's what I'd be doing if I were in Sean Dyche's shoes and all.
The cards aren't in Forest hands now, are
No,
they?
no, they're
like
banging trouble now.
I get Danny Roll in.
No,
That's it.
God.
Danny Roll, he'll take him. He'll
The
take
day,
where they need to go.
the day he gets a new job will really, really hurt me. And people, honestly, some Wednesday fans slag him off to high heaven rule, and I honestly don't know how he can do it. This guy's like been at Southampton, he's been at Bayern Munich, he's been at German national team. It's his first job in football, and it's employed by that knobhead. And you're like, no wonder he's stormed off. He's been used to the best of the best, and he's got an absolute tin. Well, we know how bad Chance is, but it's not getting to that again. But yeah, I don't know how you can slag him off, to be honest. I mean,
I would honestly fear for Forest if they don't get someone like Sean Dyche in.
has a team ever stayed up who had 3 managers in a season? I don't think that's happened, has it?
Chelsea, probably.
Yeah. They just sacked him because they got bored.
I don't think they've had 3 in a season. Though 3 in a season, I just don't think it's ever.
Who's had 3 in a season?
Palace a few times. Hull, I think Hull did. And Ian Dammy went in for like last 10 games of the season. And
Did Newcastle?
probably.
The season Shearer went in at end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it would have been Joe Kinnear would have started the season, I imagine. And
But Pardew as well.
No,
I
Pardew
remember.
was there for a long time, weren't he? Because he got an 8-year contract, Pardew, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
first one to ever get like a ridiculous contract.
He got like an 8-year
Yeah.
deal, didn't he? And then he went to
That
Palace.
always
didn't he?
works out.
Yeah.
What else happened? Because we're on that 50-minute mark.
Yeah, what else happened?
Sunderland again. Wolves.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Didn't
But
see it,
Sunderland-
but it was a 2-0 win.
Yeah, and
Do
I've
you know what? I saw
praised
that-
Wolves for the last few
I
weeks,
saw
saying
that.
that
Well,
they've
I
actually
saw that
looked
result.
alright.
I saw that result, and I thought of Joe, because Joe went last week about international breaks all the time, just causing teams because we were on about like momentum, weren't we? I'm saying
Yeah.
Wolves have been playing well, and then you've stopped them for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying. Second one was an own goal in 92nd minute, so maybe it was closer. than
Burnley
what
got
we-
a good win against Leeds United. That's just the
Yeah.
relegation scrap's wide open, really, isn't it?
Mate, that goal.
Oh,
You see the second
yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Oof.
Top
Take a
bins.
bow, son. That was outrageous.
Another team who we thought was in trouble a few weeks ago, who's completely fine now, is Aston Villa.
Oh, mate, I watched it.
Five on the bounce.
Morgan
there, I
Rogers were a
watched,
right goal, wasn't it?
Aston
I
Villa
watched
did not
most of it.
start well, but they did not start well. But they just grew into the game. Unai Emery's one hell of a manager.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And in second half, I think it was just a matter of time. And the two goals, Rogers one was a bit of a weird one because he didn't half hit it well. Do you see it, Joe?
Yeah.
But
No,
it's
I
sort of
was
like
demolishing a cut wardrobe. I was watching it,
right.
but
Yeah.
missed the goal.
Yeah. Well, his strike, he hit it really good, and it came down with a lot of dip on it. But it was sort of like not. It was more like centre of the goal. Wasn't quite in the
Okay.
corner. But maybe it's just that he hit it that well that Vicario just couldn't get anywhere near it. But Emi Buendia, he looks like he's managed to.
Back in the tie prop.
He's fully fit as well for the first time in, well, probably since they signed him, to be honest.
His injury was really bad, though, wasn't it? He was out for like
Yeah.
14 months or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, turns
Yeah,
out
and he's,
got a
been
35
sort
million
of-
Argentinian in his squad. It's not
yeah.
turns out all right, doesn't it?
Is it started eking back in, didn't he? Obviously, with fitness coming on and doing odd bit here and there. But yeah, I think he's got. Is it 2 in his last 4? He's got.
Mm.
Yeah.
Been pretty good. So
But that's
it's
what a
nice
good
to see him do well.
That's what a good manager does, though. He looks at what he's got, don't fucking moan about it. And,
Well, he does moan about it.
Well, he does. Yeah, I mean, he does moan about it. It's Spanish, isn't he? But
Bizot.
yeah, but he's found a solution. That's what. Yeah, but he's found what I mean is, but he's found a solution, hasn't he? Rather than just moaning about it week in week out, he's actually found a solution. Whereas some managers will just keep going on about it until he gets sacked, basically.
Yeah.
And tomorrow night it's Brentford West Ham, and I think
That'll be tight, won't it?
yeah, I think Nuno will get his first win, and I think but it will be a good game. I actually fancy a bit of that tomorrow.
There could be worse games on.
I'm on call, so I'll have nothing better to do
Well,
than watch football.
right, we'll quickly have a quick quiz, then we'll leave it. Hull had a great win against Birmingham City. I bet you're buzzing about that, aren't you? Especially when you're relegation favourites by all social media people.
Yeah, I told you, didn't I? Not a chance.
Not a chance. Put a bet on him.
And I still have us for being very much in that talking point of being there and thereabouts the playoffs come the end of the season.
Yeah. What's good?
I think the squad's very good, and there's still players to come back into it. From what you have got to give Hull's whoever's in charge of the brain team, as the gaffer likes to call it. Whoever's in charge of the recruitment has done an unbelievable job.
Oh no, especially under the restrictions they had.
Yeah, done really well. They didn't play very well, though. I'll be honest with you.
No, don't matter.
But they got the job done. They defended really well.
Yeah,
they defended really well, but they weren't at the best. I think they missed John Lundstrom quite a lot. But again, there's more to come back. But that's what you want, innit? Tough games. It's not going to be easy, is it, going away at Birmingham?
No, not at the moment. But I think Birmingham will find that championship's not quite as easy as you think.
And it should have been 3-1 because it was never a penalty in a million years.
No, that don't really matter, does it?
It was a long ball. And their striker runs between two defenders. Ali Hughes might have given him a tiny, like you see it about a million times, like put his hands on him and he goes flying to the floor, and ref gives it from about 60 yards away. Decides that after being shite all game and not giving any free kicks, he decides that's the one's a dead cert pen.
All right, let's have a quick quiz. I think it's bedtime. Okay, so the top 20 keepers to keep clean sheets in the Premier League. So since football began in 92, goalkeepers, clean sheets. Joe can go first.
Petr
Cech is number one.
Yeah, number one.
207 clean sheets out of 443 games.
Here's Michael.
Number 11.
What?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
David James. He played about 1 billion matches.
For about
his number
a billion clubs.
He did. He played. I think he played the most on this list, actually. Oh no, I think there might be one more. He played more. 172 games he played.
Well, David Seaman must have kept a lot with that back four in front of him.
I don't know if he played enough games at Premier League, though. He is. He's number 5.
He's number 5. I was going to say.
Oh, panicking there for a second. 2 clubs. Who was his other club?
Leeds.
Yeah.
I got Brad Friedel.
Yeah.
He's going for longevity of games
you got
here.
to, mate. Yeah,
Too right.
You were number 10.
Oh, God, and we're going to go for now.
I reckon,
I've got a mental
I reckon you can get all these, to be honest.
I don't think I am, because I've got a mental block already, and you've been throwing up confidence like that. I can't even think of another bloody goalkeeper right now. Shea Given, how many did he keep? Only one I can think of.
He's in there, 15. 116 clean sheets.
Hugo Lloris. He should have kept quite a lot at Spurs for a while.
He's there, yeah, 128 clean sheets. So you were number 12 on the list.
Bloody hell. I don't know. I've got mental block. I can't think of a goalie. Forgot. De Gea, that'll do.
David De Gea. Definitely seen him on here somewhere, but is he in the top 20?
I'm too low.
He's number 4. 148.
Oh, see, I
148.
don't know what I'm talking about.
148 clean sheets.
Should I think of go?
Who else played a lot of games? Is it? Will he be up there?
I mean, there's 2 on this list. I'm really surprised you haven't got yet.
Jens Lehmann.
Ooh. Oh, no. No, you're gone. You're gone. You're out of there.
I know which one. I had another name, and I bet he's on there.
Go on then, bed. Follow in.
Who should we go for? I'm trying to think of one quickly. I can't even think of any more goalies.
Oh, my God.
Goalies are boring, aren't they?
The second most important player on the pitch.
I know, but no one ever remembers a goalie.
Oh, you should remember all these.
Who are... Bloody hell.
I want to go to bed.
Sorry.
I want to go to bed.
I know I do as well. I'm trying to think of one. I don't know.
I've got like 3 more names, I think.
Oh, Ben, you got 5 seconds or just.
I don't know. Allison, that'll do. Allison,
yes, he's 18 on the list. Let's say.
I'm trying to think of some older ones and couldn't think of any.
That's the end of the quiz. Ben wins. Well done. You missed in the top 20.
Pepe
Mark
Reina.
Schwartz. Yeah.
I forgot Mark Schwarzer were even a player.
Hold your thing near your mouth.
Mark Schwarzer, Pepe Reina. You missed Edwin van der Sar.
Oh, yeah, he weren't bad, was he?
Tim Howard, Joe Hart, Thomas Sorensen.
Well, that's right. What about Paul Robinson? Did he keep a lot?
No,
he played a lot of games.
He went in top 20.
Was he not?
Ben Foster.
I didn't say it then.
Ben Foster were 20th.
Okay, now.
UC Laskalainen.
Oh, go on, you'll see.
Bolton legend.
Yeah. And Tim Howard. That was your top 20. Well, that is flown again this week. Well, see you next week, lads.
Yeah. Cheers, boys.
See you in a bit.
See you all later.